Welcome back. This week, Mr. Chester Missing decided to put on his investigative hat and decided to find out what's happening with all these xenophobic attacks. Mr. Missing, it's your turn. Investigate.
There's been a spike in xenophobic violence on foreign-owned shop owners here. Only the Guptas are safe. I'm here to find out what are the struggles facing small businesses. So what does the Aware To project actually do?
Okay, so Aware To believes that there are millions of talented black business people in the country who are stuck running small, informal businesses. And that if you can find a way to get them into the formal sector, they can grow businesses and thrive. But that requires funding and a whole range of skills that aren't being offered at the moment. So Aware To offers all those things.
What are the biggest problems for small retailers getting stock and getting into business?
Big business is coming into the townships, right?
Yeah.
So we don't talk about that because it's not an easy problem to talk about. But Massmart has stores coming into townships selling things cheap. It's hard for small business to compete.
How do small businesses get finance at all?
No, you know what? We're a bit obsessed with big business in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
And so the idea of micro business...
No, we're proper obsessed with it. It's running our country.
Yeah, there's 6 million businesses in this country. Only about 1 million of those are proper formalized business. The rest are black-owned informal businesses.
So basically, big businesses are putting the squeeze on our smaller business.
No, big business is doing what big business does, which is trying to make money for themselves,
yes.
right? So, but somebody's got to look out for the little guy. And so you've got the Minister of Small Business Development, but we have to look out for micro enterprise. We can't just be looking out for small, medium and large enterprise. The majority of our people are running micro businesses.
Minister Lindiwe Zulu said that foreign shop owners should share their business skills with locals. I mean, how crazy is that on a scale of 1 to Kanye West?
No, I don't think it's crazy. Actually, we're trying to do something similar now, where we get Somali shop owners to have interns who are South Africans.
But I mean, is it working?
We haven't started. We're considering it. I think it's the right thing. I don't like these xenophobic attacks at all, Chester.
Do you think foreign business owners actually do run their businesses better than South African ones in township environments?
What spaza shop owners, Somali spaza shop owners and foreigners do, they do group buying and they work incredibly hard. They sleep in their business. Right? And I'm sure there are systems around the group buying that help.
Hard on the floor there, under the baked beans. How do we get South Africans to tap the Cyril Ramaphosa within and start selling buffaloes?
Tell them to come to Aware To.
Aware To. Phone Aware 10800. Aware To. To find out more, I'm going to chat to an amazing business owner here in Soweto, Malindi, who runs this business, Wozobona Cultural House, and also a shop with her husband, Uncle Joe. Here goes. What has changed for business owners in Soweto, apart from the small fact that apartheid ended?
Strange enough, the population has grown. But people with money have taken advantage of that, like they brought big businesses which have swallowed these small businesses.
Malindi, you've been here for a while and you own businesses here. As a member of the community, what do you think is the cause of the looting and xenophobic violence?
You can't come to our community and expect us, that is the perception we have, to come and share the little resources that are still left. So that is what triggers the whole thing. A lot of unemployed youth. And it's not only about the youth, it's about adults as well that are unemployed, which are obviously looking after big families. So those are things that need to be looked at.
Of course. Why do you think Soweto residents blame more foreign businesses than they do big businesses like Pick n Pay or ShopRite, who are also taking a slice of the pie, possibly a bigger slice of the pie? Why don't they get blamed?
We get told we don't create jobs, like small businesses. These big businesses that have come into Soweto, we've seen it. They've created jobs.
Your business surely does create jobs. I mean, it employs you and your husband, Uncle Joe, surely?
Of course, yes, this is why we're not dependent on the government. But then the sad thing is that the government doesn't want to even assist us in a small way.
Malindi, the Aware To project helped your business hugely, and of course the Aware To project is funded by government. I mean, surely the government is helping you in some way?
They must find ways of me being allowed to go through on my own without having to go through Aware To all the time, because there are little things that would have gone much quicker if I was to be allowed to go through them.
Thank you very much, Mr. Missing. And now it's time for the Morale Index, brought to you by Deep Fried Man and his musical guest, Mai. Take it away, gentlemen.
As most of you already know, Cape Town was burning down about a week ago. I was reading tweets with my face aghast because so far becomes an issue of race and class. I was like, no way, that's just cray. Like late night news in the middle of the day. Some things we never thought we'd see in this lifetime, like taxis with Wi-Fi and Madupi going online. When it comes to staying employed at Kasati's, well, and Zimbabwe has it down to a fine art group. But Netanyahu's speech was no joke, though, trying to start a war like he's in love with the cocoa. But if we are faced with World War III, Mzansi is probably a safe place to be, which suits me. I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. So everybody, let's get party with our grandmother.
Hey, I get kukoko. Saswis, I get kukoko. Hey, I get kukoko. Umemilum kanwa mudempiso. Mamfige mnyango diyawa wiso. When I check the guest list, how na mabito? Biang mara. Lomtwano semnya. Wangtipeli lihlo. Watunga wari. Simnandi zinto. Kerangobuso, siglindili puzo, hi man. Sajai vage kukoko, hey, age kukoko. Saswis age kukoko, let's go, come on, age kukoko, yeah.
My E and Deep Fred Man on the track.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Flubber.
R.I.P. Flubber. Habit.
Thank you, my E and D Fried Man. That's it for the week. South Africa. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, send us emails, and goodbye. We'll see you next week.